Hi there, I'm Shah from Charlie's Angel Tarot on YouTube and Mimi and Buddyadvies on Facebook. This is the reading for Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio, the water signs. You have a choice this week, and this reading is for the 15th to the 21st of July. We are also moving into Leo. So that will be on the 21st. In some places it might be on the 22nd. Okay, I've got one pile, number 1, number 2 and number 3. So you can take a choice out of which pile you choose for your week. Okay, if you are new, please subscribe here and hit the bell over here. If you don't want to be notified, don't hit the bell, but please subscribe, as it will be saved in your library and you can find this channel back much easier. Okay, let's get started. I will move pile 3 that way and pile 2 that way, so we can do the readings here. So the first card that you have is for pile 1, and you have the World. You've got the World. The World means that you can't see it, sorry. The World means that you've come to an end of a phase and you are going into a new phase. It's a transformation. You've come full circle. What goes up must go down. What goes round comes round. You might be moving home. You might be going on holiday, especially now it is July. You might go on holiday to a beautiful warm country. The World also means new beginnings. Okay, like I said, an end of a phase into a new phase. If you've had your eye on a car, it might be yours shortly because of the circle, and that represents the wheel of a car. You might be going on holiday with a car. You might go to the camping. Who knows? This doesn't, it will not resonate with everybody, but it is a general reading. Don't forget that. Like I said, it means also a move, a holiday, a new beginning. And I see here also an 8, because it's depicted in a different way than just the circle. You have all the elements to make this new beginning happening. You don't have to dream like this cat. She's dreaming about it, but it's actually going to happen. And if I turn this card around, we've got the infinity symbol. That means that something is coming to you forever and ever, or long lasting in any case. The World to me also means the karma card. What goes round comes round, like I said. So if you've done something good, it will come back to you threefold. And because of the infinity symbol, the 8, it means that you're in the power. And the actual card number is 21. So that's a 3. You are in your power to create, because 3 is creation and celebration. So there will be celebrations. In every deck there's different cards, and I'm not making it up, but this is things that I see in this card. There's more detail in this card than some other tarot decks, okay? Like the infinity symbol, that she's dreaming, but it is actually coming true, because you've got the creativity and you've got the end of a phase and a new beginning. And of course this figure of infinity looks like an 8, so you can even add this up to a 29, I would say, and a 9 and 2 is 11. Again, an angel number, a new beginning. This is awesome. You see so much in some cards, and you have to listen also to my intuition. Okay, now because you've got this 8 figure, it also means trying to keep things in balance. Okay, this is not what I usually say with the World card, but that's because I see this in this card. Get out of your head, stop dreaming, take action, be creative. Okay, I'll just put it there so I can put the other cards out for you. And you've got the alpha male of water. You've got the alpha male of water. Okay, perhaps I should put the camera a little bit further away so I can make room for the other cards, because we've got quite a few cards. Well, this is the reading for water, for the water element, Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. So this might be you. If this is not you, then you might be meeting the king of water, the alpha male. So you might be meeting a man that has a water sign. This man is caring, nurturing, and he knows how to keep his emotions in check. He knows he's become the king. He's been the page. He's been the knight, and from page to knight, every step of the way, you learn how to control your emotions. And the queen, she's nurturing, loving, passionate, just like the king. But she's a mother figure, of course, and she's the feminine side of us, and this is the masculine side of you. So perhaps this could be the masculine side of you, holding out and controlling your emotions if you're very, very sensitive, because it also means spirituality and intuition, and something you might not be feeling quite happy about something, and you could be emotional, especially at the full moon and the moon going into Leo. So going into Leo means power as well, being more masculine, because he's the king of the kingdom, the lion. And so you might be feeling really, really powerful at this moment, also because you have the world here and the 8th figure, which is power and the finance house. Sorry about that alarm. Okay, now we're going on to the Lenormand card, and you've got decisions to make. You might, like I said, you might be very sensitive at this moment, and you might actually feel like being sad or depressed, but you're keeping, like I said, the check on your emotions. You can control your emotions. You might be depressed about something, because the cross in the Lenormand means sadness and depression. And like I said, I didn't look at the cards before, I haven't sorted them out, but you can see that she's got her, she's pondering here, she's sitting there thinking. She's got her hands underneath her chin, and she's resting her head on her hands. She's pondering, and like I said, you might be too much in your head, going backwards, up and down, backwards and forwards about ideas. It's going to happen because you've got a new beginning. But you have to keep your emotions in check. So come out of your head, like I said before at the beginning of the reading. Take action, because the cross also means, like a crossroads, take a decision or a choice. Then you can come out of that depression or sadness, and that's how you keep control of your emotions. Now we've got from the angel cards, be assertive. Be assertive. Don't keep sitting thinking about things. Open your eyes and see what is around you. It's beautiful. It's nature. It is space. The space also means opportunities. So be assertive. Okay, that's the answer of the angels. For the romance of the angels card, we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost self to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, now your bond deepens. Like I said, you've been going round and round in your head. This could also be a new beginning in love or passion, because you've got the alpha king of water, okay, of the sea, of the cups. Something might be gnawing at you, getting to know each other. How can I get to know her or him? How can I make a decision if I don't know enough? Well, and you're letting your emotions run riot. Is it love? Is it passion? Passion is short-lived and love is for duration and long term. If it's just passion that you want, be careful, okay? And if you want love, you've got a good partner there because they're nurturing and caring. So take them out to dinner or make an offer to go out and spend some more time, and underneath that time you can talk to each other and get to know more about each other. All right, like the card of the angel says, be assertive. So be aware of, like I said, be aware of what is around you. Be aware of what is happening. So if you're walking taking a walk with this person that you're absolutely smitten with, then start talking about a subject and see whether they're interested in it, and that's how you can get to know each other better. And we've got from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, we have purity, and that's a 330, so that becomes a 3. Okay, like we had a 3 here. I think we had a 3 here. Yes, it was 29. That was 11. We had a 3 somewhere. I remember that. Just have to try to find it. I'm not that quick. Once I do a reading, I just go into the reading and I just read card for card as they come up, because they're all not sorted, and they just come up by themselves. But here you can see 21, so that is your 3, and you've got the 30, which becomes a 3 here as well. So that means creativity and celebrations. Now purity, of course we can't all be pure, but we can be near purity, but we have to try to be as pure as we can. And purity is number 30, like I said, and I'm going to read you a little bit from the book, because these cards are so in depth that I cannot remember everything about every card, because they're fairly new as well. But you have to try to keep it clean, the communication. In other words, purity, clean, clarity. You can play with words, clean, clarity. So be clear towards the other person so you can get the information that you wish to seek. Okay? And that's the clock. It's 11 o'clock here. Okay, in the morning. And here we go. Purity. Look for the simplest and the cleanest solution. Understand your motives for doing what you are doing. Be as clear as possible in your communication. Well, that's what I just said to you. Okay? And do you want love or do you want passion? So be clear in what you want and what the other person wants, of course, and then you can build on that, and then the relationship or the friendship can become a relationship because it's built on proper foundations. And this is the affirmation, the tantra, the affirmation, visualization, your prayer, whatever you want to call it. This is what it could be for this week. Okay, I know why I know I do what I do. I know why I do what I do. So be clear. I will go a little bit more into the card. So the word purity now seems to have a kind of loaded moral quality. Anytime I mention the word people, mostly think about how it's used in religious or in morals. For example, our purity of virgins, the purity of no sex before marriage, the purity of celibacy. the purity of bloodline and certain extreme right-wing groups. No wonder we use the word with some trepidation. The purity I refer to here is the purity of silver moon. On the unmarked snow, the simple purity of intention and nature demonstrates the purity of clean water in the mountain stream, the purity of one single purpose, and that could be love, right? Is what you want. Clear communication and love. The Cambridge Dictionary defines the kind of purity as being clean or free from harmful substances. And I guess in our world, so full of pollution and damage to the environment, that may be hard to find. However, the ancients looked at the cycles that brought ice and snow as a sort of reset button, a time when everything lay fallow for a while and brought with it a kind of simplicity. These times were hard, but if we were prepared for them, we would survive them. There are good reasons to strive for a kind of positive purity in our lives, being precise with our language, communication, and as clear as we can be in our communications means fewer miscommunications and misunderstandings in our relationships and work life, keeping our intentions pure and untainted with lower energies such as jealousy, revenge, or unworthiness as much as possible means that our motivations are pure and not muddy in their reasoning. So this is awesome. Like I said, make sure in the beginning of this reading, I said make sure what you want. Is it passion or is it love? Communicate clearly. Be more aware of what is around you. If you keep it clear and pure, then you will not have so many miscommunications, and you won't get into a depression like this card means. So your negativity is coming to an end and you're going into positivity. Your unclearness is coming to an end and your clarification or clearness is coming to a new beginning. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now the last card that you have is the Queen of Light, illumination, enlightenment and celebration. So this is awesome, and this card is number 15, which in the tarot is the devil, and that means bad habits, addictions, and you know it. I'll just get into it in a minute. I'll have to find it in the book. Hold on. Like I said, the Queen of the Light, that is number 15, and number 15 in the tarot is the devil, and it also becomes a 6, so you're back in balance. It also means that you're in the spotlight, or something is in the spotlight, in this case clarity and the motives of what you want, to be assertive to what you want, and to be within a pure heart. This will bring enlightenment, and this also will bring clarity in, of course, and celebrations, because if you are going to get what you want and you communicate with a pure and clear heart, you'll get what you want. That's definitely the outcome. So, and you have your new beginning in love or work, but I think this is more of a love reading or an emotional reading to getting clarity and enlightenment. The Queen of Light is a beautiful ally and comes into your life to herald success. Okay? All your ventures, she illuminates the most important steps of your path and reminds you of your own brilliance. You are intelligent and inspired, and all your needs will be met. Love and recognition, care, beauty, passion, you name it, so long it's done in purity. Remember that you're an instrument of the divine shining through you. In this world, you are on the correct path for your highest good. The Queen also brings you insight into how you manifest your reality in the most miraculous ways. She promises that you'll be shown the next right action and celebrates you as you stand brilliantly, joyfully and enlightened in the present time. You've worked hard to come this far. You can be proud to stand tall in your conviction that in your heart of hearts you know the truth of your situation. Rewards for your perseverance and willingness to learn are on their way. Gratitude and acceptance are the key today. So that's the message of the Queen of Light. And as I said, remember, do the affirmation, and the affirmation was, I know why I do what I do. So make the right choice through purity, honesty and clarity. Keep the communication clear and with a pure heart and pure intentions. And you don't have to be depressed, but be assertive. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Please like and share this reading with family and friends, and please subscribe and come and take a taste of the real life sessions when I go live. Take care, God bless and be blessed. Hello, this is going to be pile 2. Like you see, I've taken it from the row. That's 3, this is number 2. So let's start your reading. If you've chosen to, awesome. If you haven't, well, it's nice that you are watching number 2 as well. You've got the Ace of Chalices. So that's the Ace of Cups. And this is the Cat Tarot. The Ace of Cups means new beginning. It could be in passion, it could be in love, it could be in nurturing, it could be in emotions, something that you love to do, like a hobby or work, or a hobby that might turn into work. You might have a new love affair or a new relationship, a new friendship, because that's emotions as well. Water, you are a water sign, Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio. You are the water sign, so you know what water stands for. Water is like tears, yeah? It can be tears of joy, but it can be also tears of sadness. It means spirituality, intuition. Your spirituality might be heightened at this moment, and also your intuition, because we're going into Leo, we're leaving Cancer. Happy birthday for those that are still celebrating their birthdays this week, because this reading is from the 15th to the 21st, and the 21st we're going into Leo, and we're having a full moon there as well. Okay, so your emotions might be heightened at this moment. There might be a new emotional beginning in something. So the Ace is a new beginning. In the Dog card, we've got the shaman, and the shaman is the High Priest. The High Priest is a person that is of tradition, that has life experience, that has knowledge. He also knows the letter of the law, so he is recognized as the teacher an advisor. So you might be teaching somebody something. That could be a new beginning, because that's also a form of care. You're taking care of others' knowledge. You are passing your knowledge on to somebody else. Or you might be seeking an advice or knowledge from somebody else. And this could be an older or a mature man, like a father figure or a professional. You might seek advice on this new beginning. This might be you've fallen in love with a new house, and you've bought this house, and you're seeking advice from an estate agent or an advocate or a jurist or a notary public with regards to contracts. That can be a new beginning as well. And certainly with the man here, you like I said, you might be meeting somebody new, and the masculine power is definitely here with these two cards. So if like I said, you could be the advisor or you could be the teacher, and you have to be more masculine about it. We've all got the feminine and the masculine within us, so perhaps this week, if you're a lady, you might have to be more businesslike. And even if you're a man, you might have to be more businesslike and be an advisor or a teacher to somebody else, and this could be your new beginning. Perhaps you might become a teacher or a professor or an advisor. This could even be in the health service, because the cups also means nurturing and care. Okay, it can be anything that has any career that's taking care of something or passing something on, and that you have to nurture. And because you're a caring and nurturing and a sensitive person, it's sometimes very hard for these type of people to be businesslike, and so you might have to learn to be businesslike. Okay, awesome. So we've got the card let go. Let go. So let go of that let go of too much caring and doing everything for nothing. You have to let go and be more businesslike. Learn. Let go of old beliefs. I know what it feels like, because I can't be businesslike. That's one of my weak points. I always do things from my heart, and sometimes it just goes wrong. Now your romance angel card is flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others, and this could be in romance, but this could also be in teaching somebody or advising somebody. Especially if you're a teacher, don't be too serious. You can be businesslike, but you have to learn the old system. Be more playful in your teaching. I tell you this much: if you are more playful and you make it more interesting, teach by games. If you're teaching language, then take baby pictures, or take a book that also has a video to it, or a CD, so that people read from can listen at the same time whilst they're following the letters in this little book. It's playful, so that's playful learning. So let go of the old and show your beautiful, energetic light-heartedness, because people will listen to you much more, and they'll be captivated much more with the way you teach. Now, from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck, we have beauty. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Like I said, this is a beautiful card. First of all, you think, it is just a plant and flowers and a butterfly and leaves, and then all of a sudden you can see the outline of a face, and it's done so beautiful. Anyway, coming back to number 20. Number 20 becomes a 2, and that means balance. trying to keep the balance. Waning gibbous number 4, that's the beauty card. Beauty is like medicine. It can heal even the most broken spirit. Beauty is everywhere in nature. Just look. Beauty comes in many forms and we can choose to find it. I love how I look. Rid yourself of clutter and what you find disagreeable. So let go. And it's lying very, very close in that direction. So it's beautiful. Like I said, don't be too masculine or too serious. Be more playful. Let your light-hearted energy shine. Okay, that's beautiful as well. And you can use this affirmation that I'm going to give you this week as a mantra, an affirmation, visualization, or manifestation. I see beauty wherever and it raises my vibration. I see beauty everywhere and it raises my vibration. And that will bring you back into balance and let go of the old and negative clutter and what you don't find agreeable. One of the high needs in my life or anybody's life is that of beauty. I need to be exposed to what I find beautiful often to be at my best. You might find that a strange need, but it's far from uncommon, especially among creators and artists. Beauty to me is not a lot of makeup and fancy skincare or society's current beauty ideal, but beauty is nature and having things I find beautiful in my environment. I look around me and I write and I can see the inky dark clouds racing across the sky and the birds riding the wind, and it's beautiful. On my desk is a small piece of glass a friend made for me and a small bowl full of summer fragrance. That's potpourri, I think, and the Dutch people will know what potpourri is. That's petals that are dried and they're perfumed, or their scent is the fragrance is has come loose. I won't go too far into this description because she also goes into environment, etc., etc. Feed the rest on hand-woven carpet of the desert colors, and my toenails are painted the shimmering turquoise, my favorite color. All of these are expressions of the beauty to me. They raise my mood, they give joy to my eyes, my heart and my mind. Everyone can experience beauty every day if they choose to look. One of the most important differences between the ancient pagan and the modern idea of beauty is that the old ways state there is a need for the core of oneself to be developed and strengthened to enable and foster true beauty. This is an important two-way double punch, as there is a strong mind-body connection when it comes to both beauty and vitality. Yes, while it is accepted to use therapies that treat or beautify externally, it is equally important to stop bad habits detrimental to health that will interrupt the good you are doing. For example, you could be using some of the most effective treatments on the market to nourish your skin, but if you can't give up smoking or if you don't eat well, then the inside of you is not beautified or taken care of. So then you are in unbalance. So you need to eat, like I said, let go of rubbish, let go of bad things, bad habits, eat more healthy, so you can be healthy from the inside as well as on the outside, and then you can beautify. Don't be too masculine. Let the feminine come out and your beautiful, playful energy, like a child, the lightheartedness. Grown-ups can be light-hearted as well, but they have to find the balance between masculine and feminine. And then I'll just add this little bit. Real beauty is hypnotic, yet in reality has less to do with youth than it does with the spirit. And here we come, the spirit. Coming through the skin. The word charisma comes from Greek charis and ma, meaning the spirit shining through each and every one of us. Possesses a unique beauty, one that gives us confidence. If we recognize it, each of us is desirable, each of us perfectly formed to be what we want to be. But should we become too obsessed by the external beauty, something that is after all fleeting, that means diminishing. As we get older, our beauty from the outside diminishes, but we can always remain beautiful and pure on the inside. But should we become too obsessed by the external, something that is after all fleeting, we may become unhappy and chase an ideal that is impossible to uphold. And I agree with that. If you don't stay healthy from the inside and the outside, and if you're not light-hearted, that light-heartedness and that beautiful energy that makes us beautiful. So, as well, like masculine, business-like, don't be too serious, be playful, be beautiful, because every one of us is beautiful. Okay, I think this is awesome. And from the wisdom of the hidden realm, we have the resting tree, patience and stillness. And we're basically talking about beauty and with health and letting go of things we don't like, we don't agree with, or rubbish. That can be detrimental to our beauty and our health as well. And of course we need rest, and it says patience and stillness. Sometimes we need to sit in our stillness, and so say the mantra that I gave you, or the affirmation of the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. I see beauty everywhere, and it raises my vibration. If you say that when you're sitting in quietness or stillness, then that will be awesome. It will help you to bring back peace and the balance in yourself and peace of mind. Try the meditation. It's all just sitting quietly with soft music and repeating that affirmation. Now this is number 22, so that's an angel number, the resting tree. So that comes to a 4. So if you do take rest and you develop patience and in the stillness, or in general, that will raise your vibration as well, okay, and your energy and your beauty, your individuality. That will bring you back to balance and stability, because 22 becomes a 4, and 4 is stability. The rest tree is a sign for you to stop focusing and planning and be at peace in the moment. This is the representative of non-action and relaxation. Patience is the key to being with this alley. The resting tree asks you to slow down, sit back and watch the roses bloom and the birds feed in the meadow. This isn't the time to forge ahead in any way. You may not be taking enough breaks, so you're invited to be still and contemplate your good fortune, even if it means blessing the chaos in your life. This is a sign to allow everything to fall away, accept the stillness on the moment. It is like living within the space between breaths. When the resting tree appears, it signals that you've done all you can for now. It's time to unwind and allow your story to unfold of its own accord. You've earned the right to rest and relax. Amazing ideas will come if you do. Amazing ideas will come if you do. Remember the ancient saying, we do without doing and everything gets done. So let go. This card resonates with letting go. Just say the mantra of these two cards. And this card also really has a mantra. We do without doing and everything gets done. Sometimes we have to give a rest period and letting things go before they can move on. A rest period is like in the tarot deck, the Hanged Man and the Hermit, and the Four of Swords. They take time out to rest, to meditate and evaluate. And with evaluation, you can let go of things that are of no use to you, so that your load, when you pick up your journey again in life, then you have a lighter load to carry. Okay, so there is a new beginning, but let the old go and don't compare the new with the old. If it's in a relationship or at work, anything, don't compare. Just learn your lessons on your life's path and your experiences, and just take the knowledge and the experience with you to use in the new. And that's my advice to you with this reading if you've chosen number 2. I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and I hope you like this format. Please give me the thumbs up and let me know. Please share this channel with family, friends, and thank you very much, and be blessed, and I hope to see you in the live sessions. Take care. Now I'm going on to number 3. Okay, if you have chosen number 3, we are taking number 3 now. It's pretty dark here today, and I find that really a bit irritating, so I hope I can't adjust the lighting, so here we go. I hope you can see it. Here you've got the Four of Swords. I'll just make sure. Yes, it's the Four of Swords. It's time for recuperation, meditation and evaluation. Time to take a rest. To see what whilst you're meditating or taking a rest, to evaluate, to see what you can let go, like things that you don't need anymore, lessons or experiences in life. This is the time perhaps you might be going on holiday. So it's time to take time out. I'm just going to go. That was the Cat Tarot, and now we're going on to the Dog Tarot, and you've got the Magician. So when you've let go of old things, you can move on, because the Magician is number 1, and it also means a new beginning. You have all the elements, the experience, and you've been thinking about that in your time out, and you're taking that with you now, and leaving the bad and old stuff that you can't use behind you, and you're making a new beginning. Something that you've been dreaming of or wishing is going to come to a start, and it's going to come out, but it will take some work. If you don't take action, then nothing will happen. In the third card you have the Moon, and the Moon means your intuition or your spirituality might be heightened this month, or this week rather. Sorry, it's not the monthly, it's the weekly, for the 15th to the 21st. And you've chosen pile number 3, and this means that your intuition will be heightened, and your spirituality, and definitely around the 20th to 21st, as we are going into Leo, even the 22nd. So we're leaving Cancer, and if you are still having a birthday this week, Cancer, happy birthday. I keep on forgetting, wishing everybody a happy birthday. But of course that is standard. And I hope you make a beautiful day out of it. There might be things that you don't know about. But you have all the elements, so don't worry. If something new comes, this is also a new beginning. If something new comes to the forefront because you are standing, or something is standing in the spotlight, because the moon is also a spotlight, and it puts light on your path that you're following. You're on your right path. You're following your intuition. You're following the north node, as they say. You know what is right. You know how to do it. You've got all the talents and wisdom that you've gathered to use on your path. You're in the spotlight, or something is in the spotlight, like I said. So somebody might be seeing you, what you've done and how you've begun, and how you've evaluated and taken the steps forward to get to your goal or your wish. You might need to do some more research or learning about something to strengthen the situation, to let your wish or goal come true. And of course, it's not of course, but just as it happens, the answer of the angels is success. So success will be yours so long you follow your intuition and your spirituality. Spirituality could also mean faith in yourself, as others have faith in you, because somebody is definitely watching you, how you are so strong. And perhaps they might be jealous, but I don't feel jealousy in the reading yet, or any case. But remember, have faith in yourself, because success is yours. The card from the romance of the angels is true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Well, the moon is and represents water signs, in particular Cancer for me. Some say it's Scorpio, but for me it's Cancer. It could be Scorpio and Pisces as well, because they are water signs. And it could be about nurturing love or passion. I think it's more to do with love. So if you want a new beginning with a water sign, that is Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces, success will be there, because it's a true love. Okay, this is the romance of a lifetime. So just remember that. And they are very loving, and they are stable, because they are nurturers and carers. But they can also be very passionate. But know your boundaries, as you have the card of the Queen of the Moon Oracle. It says your boundaries. So know your boundaries. Okay, don't get tired, and take time out when you need to. You've got number 3 and number 12, and that becomes a number 3. And a number 3 means creativity and celebrations. Now I will take the book and I will give you the affirmation, the visualization, manifestation, or your prayer. It all depends how you want to name it. You can meditate on this whilst you're in a resting mode, or if you do meditate daily or weekly. 12. Waxing gibbous number 3. Boundaries. Judging what you need and what you don't need. Like I said, let it go. Meditation allows you to place a healthy boundaries. You teach people how to treat you. Judge what is healthy and right for you with clarity and care and simplicity, and that will bring you success. Of course it will. I can say yes and no with authenticity and clarity. I can say yes and no with authenticity and clarity. So that is perhaps what you have to learn, how to say yes and no clearly, so that you can set your boundaries and show others what your boundaries are. But you have to also know your boundaries, and perhaps that's what you have to learn before you can say yes and no in order to maintain your boundaries. Perhaps that is what you have to think about. Don't let people use you, okay? In times of sickness, or say the presence of very strong emotions, and that can be on the 20th, 21st and 22nd, and because you're Cancer, you're a water sign yourself, you could be more emotional than others. So let me just, the presence of very strong emotions such as grief, we often naturally simplify. We cut out all the extras that are too hard or too complex at that time. We might not take up an invitation to an event we might have to work at attending. We might have to work at attending. We might only watch a film we know uplifts us. We might only want to see our see or communicate with friends we know and trust to understand, love and support us, warts and all. We might only use to spend the depth of our heart and time with few people rather than many, and we become vastly sensitive to those we now discover take their unfair share of our energy. We might also look to our body more compassionately and eat nourishing foods to heal. Do comforting things with it to recover and easily, or just decide to rest it completely. And that's the rest here. It's amazing. If we are healthy people, we naturally action a kind of simplicity and a set of boundaries to protect ourselves, so we can give ourselves some space to heal. What if we did this all the time? What if we more consciously chose more simply and specifically for the benefit of our mind, body and spirit? Yes, life is complex, but it can be richer and more enjoyable if we pare back with the negatively extra and choose a more deliberate and authentic path. Like I said, you have to listen to your intuition and follow that path that you're on. So that's more of an authentic path, and that will bring you success so long you know your boundaries. We don't need so much fluff and people pleasing and running about madly, and fast food and fast fashion and gossip and hardcore Olympic level scheduling and stress. We just don't. Look at what you choose to do last time you were forced to simplify. If it was a positive choice, maybe that could be your starting point to something better today. The judgment you made was for you, and it worked. Not all the judgment is bad or to be avoided. Every single one of us judges every day. We judge what brand of washing powder to buy. Among many, we judge TV shows. Is good or wasn't it? We vote which of the judgment on trust is on trust. We have a legal system with a judge. We judge what we will accept and what we will not. If we don't, we do not have values, nor do we have boundaries. Huge issues for some. To simplify, focus on your own experiences and not look outside yourself for justice. May all be very nice for gurus, but for those of us who want to be the change, they wish to see. I judge happily that certain things are unacceptable, so I strive to change those things. People judged that slavery wasn't right and involved themselves in change, even to the extent of waging war. People judged that whaling wasn't right, so it's been banned in most countries. We judged the apartheid wasn't right and people died and changed it. Our brave man, Nelson Mandela, was jailed for decades as a result. Boundaries teach people how to treat us, and this is a kind of positive judgment. So we have to teach ourselves and others that we can say yes and no, and to respect us, to accept us for who we are, and that could be your new beginning to make yourself stronger by stating your boundaries and what you wish, and especially in romance or relationships and friendships. That will bring you self-success, respect and success from others, respect from others. All right, and from the wisdom of the hidden realm, we've got the Sun Dancer, and the Sun Dancer is number 32, and the Sun Dancer is beautiful. So like I said, you've got a number 3 here. That means celebrations and creativity, and the Sun Dancers is joyful activity, celebration of life and abundance. So if you feel good in yourself, you know, the last number 2 was beauty. So and beauty is also inside and outside, but you must know your boundaries. You must know when you have to take rest. You must know yourself, what you like and what you wish for. And so if you do know what that is, then you can set your boundaries and you can let others know what your boundaries are, and then you can celebrate with your friends and family and others, and that will bring you success. So here we go. So this is number 32, and 32 becomes a 5. So this is not being in balance, so you have to try to find your balance within yourself and around yourself by creating boundaries. The Sun Dancer celebrates the Sun Dancer celebrate you now and remind you of the laws of success, and praise anything you place your attention on will manifest. So that's what I said. If you manifest or focus on your boundaries and to get to know them, then it will bring you success. Attention will manifest and experience, so the laws are always perfect. Expect the best and praise it in advance. This unleashes the magic of mystical magnetic energy. Woo woo, true love. Drawing circumstances to you to create a reality you envision. Success. Give thanks in advance for the grace and the goodwill of the divine. Be willing to dance the victory. Dance as if your greatest dreams are realized, and watch how easily things begin to fall into place. Stay positive and leave the timing up to the divine. All things are possible now. Dance the joy of being and celebrate your life and abundance today. Like I said, you've got everything within you to make your wish or your goal come true. You've done the hard work, and you've rested, and you've meditated, evaluated, and you're on your journey's path to set your boundaries and let others know what you wish and what your boundaries are. So this relationship or friendships can be true friendships and true love. This is the romance, or this is the friendship of a lifetime. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Take care, and please share and like this video, and I hope to see you in the live sessions. Take care and be blessed.